Tonight's going to be good. Ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. Whew. Oh. Drinking the good old Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry. I made a cup of coffee before I started tonight. Didn't feel like making a second one. Gotta get that caffeine. Ooh. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okie dokie. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's absolutely fantastic dinosaur action. More explosive, more aggressive, and much more ruthless. Oh. Okay. I'll play it for those few of you that are watching right now. At the beginning, I don't really want to spoil it, but I can't resist. You know how we can go toe-to-toe with the best of the best, the top meta decks. This is how. No, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. It's going to be very special. I talked about, and it was suggested I use some of the WWE clips. Please don't take this stream down if WWE you are watching. Don't do that. Oh, excuse me. But yes, slightly tweaking this fantastic dinosaur list again. If you're new, dinosaurs is the only thing that I do. Over 400 live streams, 400-ish episodes, and don't go anywhere. A little link will be popping up right at the top. I did a list that features tonight's change of big removal Volcanic Salvo about 6 months ago, so you'll see that link right there. Go back, watch it, see how it does, compare it. I certainly think this is going to be much better. Certainly a 2-for-1. This is the Ghalta removal, as I mentioned, six and a half months ago. And before that as well. Probably used it a year and a half ago. Every so often, but with my renewed love for this particular way to do dinos, Volcanic Salvo costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. That is exactly the same as Ghalta, which, look at that, 4 copies, like a crazy person, or maybe not so crazy at all, because there's a lot of good, exciting things to go over with this particular list. Boom, I love it, I love it. There's a very good chance we'll easily have 10 power. I wouldn't be surprised. Wayward Swordtooth alone is 5 power. If Gwenna helps to cast Wayward Swordtooth, that's a total of 8 right there, because she puts a counter on, bringing her power up to 3. Then Marauding might be 2. We're off to the races right there. Boom. For 2 red, we take out Sheoldred and something else, or whatever it is. A planeswalker and a creature, 2 planeswalkers. We can basically hit any creature that we would want to. Atraxa, you know, she is a 7/7, unfortunately, but for the most part, this is going to clear away 2 big things, potentially stuff that had Death Touch and is feeling kind of bad, unfortunately, because I don't really want to lose Carnage Tyrant or Tyrranax Rex. Well, that's how she goes. That's all right. But Wayward Swordtooth, oof, that continues to perform better than Topiary Stomper. My goodness. And the 4 Ghaltas, love it, love it. Beautiful. Ancient Imperiosaur, the same. Yeah, I had 4 Ancient Imperiosaurs. Sometimes I tweak it 3 or 4. If we face off against Mono Green Devotion again, we'll bring this in. We have a very good chance to build up a lot of creatures. Have this come down big when we convoke. Of course, Wayward Swordtooth could be used as convoke for Ancient Imperiosaur, which is lovely stuff before we get to 10 permanents. Excuse me, and we can attack and block. But other than that, Tranquil Frillback, well, I just had a feeling like I want to bring this in. I've used it a bit in the past. It covers a lot of angles, artifacts or enchantments, exile target player's graveyard or gain 4 life. Certainly often enough I have extra mana to sink into this. Possibly with Gwenna, using her mana to cast Tranquil Throwback. You can't actually use her mana for Tranquil Throwback's ability. It has already entered, unfortunately, and this isn't actually a creature ability. Gwenna Eyes of Gaea, her mana is only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of a creature or creature card. Tranquil Throwback is not that. That's not activated. That is a triggered ability, which is still pretty good. We should have extra mana. Maybe Tranquil Throwback is reduced by 1. It costs 2. We use Gwenna's 2 mana for that, and then we use our regular lands to do that. Otherwise, I say we jump right into it. I'm excited to use that fantastic clip. Man. Oof. Fired up for this. Xenagos. Love it. Continue to love it. And I do like elevating the chances of getting Ghalta early with 4 copies. Try it out. If you're only using 1, certainly it's good. Certainly you may not want to see 2, but you want to see it as often as possible. 4 is going to do that. And with this particular variation, you can get Ghalta down easily. I'm pretty sure we're going to see it tonight. You only have to cast Ghalta for free. When you have 10 power, at least, Ghalta is fully reduced to 2 green. Gwenna taps for 2 green. She untaps. Boom. You can get used to that. That's never, ever going to get old. Oh. Facing off, maybe against Angels. We do see this Elspeth. Oh. My goodness, if they don't have some good removal. Well, Rakdos Sacrifice, as I was thinking, we see that Ghalta plus the Witch's Oven, so we know what is happening. Let's hope they don't have too much removal. Bloodtithe Harvester probably would sacrifice to take out Huntmaster. I think that's pretty much a guarantee. If it lives, it's going to be good. If it goes down, we still will get Gwenna next turn. They would either Fatal Push or Stomp, or... well, they wouldn't be Stomp and Bone Crusher Giant in. Oh, do it. I don't think they will. They'll just attack with it. Oh, interesting stuff. Okay. Oftentimes, in those cases, I do see the Bloodtithe Harvester get sent in for 3 damage. Maybe they were a little bit scared about our potential here. And I am scared about Priest of Forgotten Gods. They could easily have 2 creatures, Priest of Forgotten Gods. They can tap, sacrifice 2 creatures, and we have to sacrifice a creature. They could also steal Gwenna Eyes of Gaea with, you know what, the pesky, absolutely pesky Claim the Firstborn. Stealing a creature with mana value 3 or less for 1 red. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That's going to be pretty rough. That's for sure. Going to be pretty rough to dodge something. I would be surprised if Gwenna survived. Oh, so she can. That is good. She cannot. Creature for... Oh, she does. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh, gotta be kidding. Carnage Tyrant. Gwenna untaps. Marauding Raptor. Get 3 creatures. We got a lot of things to... Beautiful. That's how you do it. Get as many creatures online so we have choices. Who to sacrifice with Priest of Forgotten Gods. Love it. That's the way to go. Now we could just sacrifice Marauding Raptor. I really do want to get Tyrranax Rex down next turn. But my goodness, I never would have expected Gwenna to live, although they didn't have too many cards in hand. So it was pretty good chance, I guess, come to think of it. Oh, nuts. Phew. At least the Bloodtithe Harvester can't tap. If it could, we'd lose Gwenna to Bloodtithe Harvester. Priest of Forgotten Gods would sacrifice Marauding and the Goblin. That's not a pretty sight. What they should have done... no, maybe. Let me think. Take out the goblin at least, so they won't be making more treasures. Do it. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. She has to go. She has to go. Certainly Carnage Tyrant feels a little bit better to keep. Now hopefully we don't also have to sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. Okay, good. Oh. We will have to sacrifice Carnage Tyrant next turn to something. Shifting Ceratops. It dodges a little bit more than Marauding Raptor. Dodges Fatal Push at least a little bit. We'll try and hit him. Den of the Bugbear is going to make a creature and a goblin. They might get their 2 extra creatures there. Blood Tithe Harvester actually is going to take out Shifting, and then Priest of Forgotten Gods is going to tap, sacrifice stuff. Take out Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. And we're not coming back from that. Priest of Forgotten Gods goes down instantly on sight. Don't you see that thing, you kill it. Don't even ask or question anything else. Dead. Dead on sight. There is nothing more important than killing Priest of Forgotten Gods. I don't think anything ever would be. But the question becomes, trim some of the early stuff. Certainly they have lots of removal. Either they steal with Claim the Firstborn, or they just straight up kill the thing. Do I like Wayward? Shifting. You know what? I'm going to trim not Shifting. Yeah, Shifting. Let's do it. At the very least, if we don't have Shifting, that's one less thing to be fatal pushed. Lots of big things. Maybe Wayward Swordtooth would have been better. One less thing for them to steal and sacrifice and do stuff. And chances are, actually, that's might have been better because they have lots of permanents with the artifact tokens, Witch's Oven, all their little creature tokens. So they may have been able to get to 10 permanents, ascending and starting to attack and block with Wayward Swordtooth. Hopefully that doesn't come into play too much. But this hand at the moment, it does get us the Carnage Tyrant eventually. Excuse me. With that Castle Garenbreak, even if Huntmaster goes down. Okay, well, hopefully they don't get the kitty cat. I'll go with Huntmaster. It doesn't have anything to accelerate out, but we'll see. I just wanted it down. Hopefully it's blood. Oh, there's the darn Claim the Firstborn. It's one less Claim the Firstborn that might have taken Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. Oh, that's not Gwenna. If we can land Carnage Tyrant and it sticks around, we get to go Volcanic Salvo the turn after that. It's not going to be fully reduced, but the 7 power, taking Volcanic Salvo down to only 5 is still pretty decent. I'm just going to play Huntmaster. We're going to have them expend some resources to take it out. But then it's going to be less resources that they use down the line. We get Carnage Tyrant next turn anyways. Send some stuff towards Huntmaster. Do it. Ooh, okay, that's alright. Get rid of Ghalta. Certainly we have to keep the land, we have to keep Carnage. And I have 4 copies of Ghalta, so if I'm discarding one, it doesn't feel quite so bad. I know there's a pretty good chance that some copy is coming in. Oh, alright. Discard one, get the other. Now, cross the fingers. Carnage sticks around. I think there's a pretty good chance. I would imagine Carnage is going to stick around. They could have something that maybe makes me sacrifice it at the very least. Mayhem Devil, and something else is going to die next turn. We're going to take a lot of damage, but I'm pretty sure they can't kill us. Maybe if we were at 7 or something. Okay. Oh, okay. No, this is, let me think. I can go Ghalta for 5, but I can't go Volcanic Salvo. And Mayhem Devil has to basically die this turn. Pretty much. Yeah, I'd rather take out Mayhem Devil and the Goblin here. They have one less treasure. Mayhem Devil is gone. They're gonna cycle as much as possible, destroy as much as possible. That's okay. Alright. We're still gonna take a lot, but I'm pretty sure this will save us. Yeah, well, let's go. Gotcha. Yeah, block with that cat. I guess they may want to pop a lot of those foods. Hopefully they don't play a second Mayhem Devil. That would definitely lock things up, I imagine. Oh, getting rid of a Ghalta. That's okay. That's okay, as long as Carnage Tyrant isn't sacrificed somehow. Xenagos, we would finish him off, possibly. Man, where's Xenagos? And I have been thinking of upping Xenagos to 4 copies because I want to see it so much, and I don't see it nearly as much as I want to. Keep that forest. Den of the Bugbear is 4. Blood Tithe Harvester is 3, 7. Cat is 1, 7, 8, 9. Oh, exactly. Okay, so we have to hold back Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately, and hope the next card we get isn't a land. I really would have hoped to see Xenagos at this point, but man, that is the difference maker. Well, it doesn't look like this is going to be the match that I get to use that clip, but it will happen tonight sometime. I guarantee it. Can't always start perfectly, and that's okay. Alright, well, that will certainly do it, sadly. Now, if we had connected at any point, they would have had enough to finish us off. Maybe I could have just not attacked, tried again, perhaps. We'll get him. We'll get him in the next match. Yeah, that Xenagos would have done it. Man. Some creatures would have had to block, and they wouldn't have quite been able to do it. And certainly a big creature with trample, we don't have to worry about all the little things that they have. So sometimes it can be pretty good. Getting an early Shifting Ceratops, which is 4 mana, so it dodges that Claim the Firstborn, which that was a menace a couple years ago. It was certainly tough stuff. I had started to bring in protection just against it. I might actually have some old matches and games, because I've been doing this for so long. I should go back and look at that. That'd be interesting. Old Rakdos Sacrifice. Hasn't really changed a whole lot, but it's still painful, as we witnessed. Oh, that's not going to do it. Maybe if there was something for 3 or 2, I'd risk it. There's a decent chance I'll draw one of those things. Something for 3 or less. No. Okay, better. Much better. Do it like Wayward. You know what? You know what? I want to try this. Wayward. That'd be pretty cool. Ooh. Even cooler. If we draw another land and Gwenna sticks around, we'll get him. Excuse me, Angels. I faced Selesnya Angels today. It was not fun. It was very painful stuff. I don't really ever face Angels. Selesnya Angels twice in one day. That will probably lock things up. I'll wait and see what they play next turn. Oh, 3 Gwennas. Nah. That kind of thing can happen. But you still want all the Gwennas. You want to see her as often as possible. A slight risk. That's okay. Well, they aren't at 400 life yet, so I think we have a chance. Yeah, Huntmaster. Gwenna taps for Wayward. Untaps. Tap, tap, tap. Then we got a chance here. Making her quite big. We do get to attack with her, so that's pretty good. Alright. Maybe we'll get enough permanents next turn. Hopefully to turn on Wayward. Currently sitting at 7, so I don't think that's going to happen. Regisaur Alpha will get pretty close. Maybe a small creature. Carnage Tyrant plus the small creature. That's pretty good too. They have collected company. They'll probably be going with that this turn. Hopefully no Skyclave Apparition to exile Gwenna. No collected company. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. I'm surprised. I'm happy with that fact. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, yep. That tends to do the trick. Well, the new collected company, I do believe it is better for Angels, especially. Kayla's Reconstruction. 3 white and X. Look at the top 7 cards. Put up to X artifact and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Basically everything similar to collected company would be a mana value 3 or less. They look at the top 7, which is more than collected company. So if they kind of do a little bit of ramping, pretty good. If they pay 6 for this instead of collected companies 4, I mean, chances are they're almost guaranteed pretty much to get 3 hits, or collected company you would only get 2, and it's the top 6. Nah. Well, it's going to be a quick match at least. Volcanic Salvo potentially could do the trick. They don't have a lot of interaction though. I am going to switch to 3 Tyrranax Rex, 1 Ghalta, bring in all Ancient Imperiosaurs. Yeah. We're just going to aim to pop off as fast as possible. And speaking of the 3 Tyrranax Rexes there, we'll see how that goes. I want to maybe up it to the full playset, because I don't like leaving home without the full playset of that thing. It's rough stuff. It can work, technically. We got a bunch of lands in Wayward Swordtooth, so we'll be playing at least an extra one. A turn ahead, hopefully helping us to get something else big. Marauding Raptor at the moment, if we drew it, played it on turn 2, that would get turn 3 Ghalta. I hope to showcase that at least once tonight. That's very cool. Ooh, okay, that's better, I would say. Much better. No Skyclave Apparition. I need everybody to cross their fingers, cross their claws. Ooh, Righteous Valkyrie. Maybe I should have brought in Volcanic Salvo, come to think of it. Nah. Okay. Huntmaster. Watch this. This is what it's all about. Gwenna taps for 2. Wayward Swordtooth. Boom. We get 6 reduction. Gwenna gets a counter plus 5 on Wayward. Gwenna taps for 2. Ghalta. For free. And we can go Forest with Wayward Swordtooth's ability. We're going to get 10 total permanents. Do I want Ancient Imperiosaur super big, super fast? I can't attack with anything other than Gwenna. So it's going to be Ghalta, Wayward, Otepec. Then we'll finish off with those. Oh, and Gwenna for Convoke. Either she taps for mana or taps for Convoke, and then she untaps. Boom. 10. Done. They have to hit something good this coming turn, or else. This might be the game where I use that clip. Oh. I'm ready. Watch it. Gotcha. That's not going to save you. Good luck. That might. They're only at 22. They're still dead. Boom. I don't even care. Maximum aggression. Get the job done. Ready and waiting. You guys are going to like this.
What is the one quality that you possess that makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business? Ruthless aggression. Oh!
Oh. I know that was very loud, but I think it warrants it. That probably has to be very loud because that is so fantastic. But again, the question becomes, I can get a lot of power. Volcanic Salvo, 6 damage. Would allow me to, take out 2 Righteous Valkyries. That would be pretty good. Certainly would help quite a bit. But does that take away from this already fantastic plan of beating them up better than they beat me up? Probably. Could I trim Carnage Tyrant? Well, there's a decent chance. It's nice to get a hard to deal with threat, especially if they do have that Skyclave Apparition or just a touch of something that takes out our creatures. We haven't seen any answers quite yet, which I am happy we haven't. Not quite. Not even anything for 3. That's unfortunate. 16 things for 3 or less. That'll do it. You know what? Let's send Karplusan Forest to the bottom. We got 3 lands in Huntmaster, which does get Shifting Ceratops off of Huntmaster's cost reduction there. Ooh, okay. Hey, send a land to the bottom and get a land. We're looking good. Very good. As long as they do. Oh, they don't play Righteous Valkyrie. They don't play Righteous Valkyrie, folks. Oh, we're in a very good position. There was no Angel for 2, no Angel for 3. Man, oh, this is not where the person wants to be. Maybe they do have something up their sleeve, some sort of removal. They don't do it quick. It's going to be bad news. Okay, I'll take it. There's that Skyclave Apparition. What was I saying? That's okay. I must admit, a sweeper would be pretty nice. Take it. Oh, okay. We know what we're doing. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. Cross your fingers. There's not a second Skyclave Apparition. Just stick around. You can do it. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's that Righteous Valkyrie that I was worried about. Well, they're only up to 19. It's still going to be very gross coming up. Ooh, extra. Gwenna taps for 2. Effectively, Shifting Ceratops cost 1. There's a good chance this will get her done. Yeah, we're going to swing with a pretty big Ancient Imperiosaur. Again, Shifting for Convoke, Gaea for Convoke. And then the other 2 lands, total of 6, She untaps. We got to leave Huntmaster untapped so we can give Ancient Imperiosaur haste. Swing in with both of those and try to take him down a chunk at least. Keep him off of 27 life. Righteous Valkyrie, if they have at least 7 life more than their starting life total. Creatures they control get +2/+2. That's not something I want to see. That feels pretty good. Ouch. Another Ancient Imperiosaur next turn maybe will just help to finish him off. It could be whatchamacallit's reconstruction. Let's hope the Righteous Valkyries. Ugh. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Oof, it's gonna be. Oh no, we're dead. Done. Too much life. Too much life. They're going past 27. At the end of turn, they've gained enough with Resplendent Angel, make a token, gain some more, and our chances are no more. Yeah, 40. That's. Well, that's why, of course, life gain hate can be good, but before today, before facing Selesnya Angels twice today, I don't think I've faced them for weeks. Maybe once in the past few weeks. Not enough to dedicate life gain hate to in the sideboard. I could do, 3 copies. 3, 4, potentially. I just don't feel like it. You can always get caught out by something, you'll always lose to something, and even if it is your favored matchup, doesn't matter. You won't win against it all the time. That was pretty good, pretty legit, I must say, and you got to see the clip, the best new clip. There's so many possibilities and potential. Charlie, huh? Nicol Bolas, ramping, 5 color. Ooh, that could work. I like it. Hopefully it's not that turn 1 Thoughtseize. I have a sneaky suspicion though. I got a hunch. Oof, Azorius control. All right. I like the looks of this. Not the best, of course. We were going first, so not having a 2-drop, meh. Would have been nice to dodge the eventual counterspell that's happening, and that's going to happen this turn, sadly. I could try for Gwenna, watch her get countered. Well, let's draw it out. Maybe that means Xenagos is going to happen because they have 1 less counterspell, or they use the only counterspell that they have. And Xenagos, oh, so they have white-based removal. Okay. Whoa. Hold the phone, folks. Okay, Lotus Field. All right. They goofed up there big time. Because now they're... Well, it's going to be bad. They're going to have a sweeper next turn. Well, that's how it goes. But if they don't have the sweeper, we will kill them. I just have to hope they don't have a sweeper. Cross your fingers. I imagine they have one, but you never know. If they don't, we win. If they do, well, we still get Xenagos, which is pretty good. Farewell, Supreme Verdict. Boy. That's how she goes. We shot our shot. Shoot your shot. Yeah. If I held back Ghalta, I wouldn't have been able to cast it anyways. All the creatures would have been gone. Carnage T-Rex, Carnage Tyrant. Well. Let's go. Good stuff. Can't counter, can't target. Hit him for 14. Woo! Stunning. They might bounce Xenagos. Otwire the Soaring City for 4. Brazen Borrower. I think they're going to bounce it. Or exile it. Oh boy. Well, they got some. They got some. They must. We'll get there eventually. Putting me to sleep. My goodness. Okay. Oh, that's all right. I expected something like that. We did make them exile two cards or 1 card? 1 card. That's alright. They don't need strict Proctor anymore. They do have that Lotus field, so not much of a problem. Now what might they have? The whatchamacallit, end the turn. Stubborn, something like that. Something denial related. Flashing in somebody. Oh, okay. Okay, I like the sounds of that. Definitely very nice to take out Teferi, I will say. Hopefully they don't have another copy in hand. It is very rough whenever Teferi is always untapping the Lotus field at the end of their turn, especially if they get 2. Hopefully they don't get 2. Where's the Tyrranax Rex when you need it? Oh, they had another one. No. Nuts. Well, that's how she goes. That's probably going to be it. We'll wait and see what I draw next turn. You can't beat them all the time. Gwenna Eyes of Gaea is not going to do it. I'm just going to try to hit the fairy again. Hopefully see Tyrranax Rex at some point, but man, I love that guy. 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant. When you want to see him, you want to see him. And I want to see more of them. And I've only seen 1. Pretty good chance that a Tyrranax Rex is coming up, but again, there is only 3 copies, so that's quite a bit less of a chance. A little bit less. Oh my, you gotta be kidding. You've got 3 to fairies. That's unfairy. Very unfairy, I guess you could say. Well, we'll just keep hitting to fairy and hope we don't draw more lands. Again, 22 lands, a little bit flooded, sadly. There, discontinuity. I'm just going to pack it in. Don't even bother. I don't feel like trudging through that shenanigans. And previously, before I started tonight, I did have that 4th copy of Tyrranax Rex in the sideboard, just in case I face off against control. I think it is a very good thing. Ghalta, don't exactly want that. I could trim all the copies of Ghalta, bring in the 4th copy of Tyrranax Rex to finish off the playset. Maybe do some other things, perhaps to help us out. Protection, of course. You know, Tyvar stand or whatever it is. Something to give indestructible. Although, farewell, hexproof indestructible does not save it because it's exiling everything. It's not targeting. It just all goes away, sadly. Tranquil Throwback? Well, maybe Tranquil Throwback could have taken out the Shark Typhoon, but that'd be a pretty big F. They'd probably be untapping some stuff they'd be able to counter or stop that Tranquil Throwback. Oh, keep it. We'll try it. It could be good. Probably our best chance. It definitely could be a lot worse than that. 2 lands at least, a decent chance to get to the 3rd one for Gwenna, and maybe pop off. If they have 2 untapped, if they haven't played Strict Proctor, play Strict Proctor, do it. Oh, they got a counter spell, so we can't play Gwenna, unfortunately. I would imagine they have a counter spell. This is the safest. Hit them for 5. That's going to be good. There's the Strict Proctor. So, they were waiting with the counter spell instead. Not today. Now the question becomes, Gwenna, I think we should do just because they are tapped out. They'll probably sweep everything. But if they don't, it's definitely going to be good. Very, very nice indeed. Still get to hit them. Pretty good with shifting. They've got their benefit from Strict Proctor, so that's fine by me. Still get through a little bit of damage. All right. Hasty shifting after the sweeper coming in hot. Oh, supremely good. Oh, hold on. Oh, that was close. It almost used up all the green sources because of how Karplusan Forest is considered in the game. Yeah, phew. I'm glad I checked that. Paused for a second there. Hopefully Castle Garenbrig at some point. Carnage Tyrant. Man, where are you at? Ooh, it's basically going to be all sweepers. Supreme Verdict, Doomscar, Farewell. Farewell to our chances. No. Where's Castle Garenbrig when you need it? This is exactly why you use 4 copies. Because if we had Castle Garenbrig, we would have gotten Tyrranax Rex. We do have Carnage Tyrant. Fortunately, discontinuity coming in hot. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I like it. Sweep us. They have to run out of sweepers at some point. At least they haven't played more Teferi, so that's a very fortunate thing indeed. Hopefully they have no mono white based removal, but I suspect that's probably going to be the case. Taking them down to 1 is pretty good. Do it. Yes. Oh. Whew. All right. We might kill him next turn. As long as we draw another land, we'll get him. That shark can't block shifting. Oh, I like it. Of course, shifting would trample right through it. They're desperate. I can smell the fear. Oh, they're very desperate. They don't have anything. Maybe they do, and they just wanted to test the waters and see what else they could get. I imagine if they had something to deal with shifting, they would have done it. Oh, well, there they go. They got it. That's okay. They're tapped out. Land. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. My goodness. So close. Ooh, and Teferi as well. We might still be able to do good stuff. Let's not get down and out. Good. Spend more mana. We'll have 6, unfortunately, which I think is equal to discontinuity. I imagine they'll be stopping Huntmaster, counter, kill it, exile it, something along those lines. But very unfortunate we haven't seen a Castle Garenbrig. 4 copies, quarter of the way through the deck. Painful. Castle Garenbrig might be one of the most important cards. Probably like the top 3. Just because I absolutely love Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex. You get them down that 1 turn sooner. It could be a few turns before you get the next land that you would have needed. Yeah. That's what it's all about. And oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. This actually could be good. We're going to draw out something. And it might be the only something that they have. Okay, that's all right. One less discontinuity. We just gotta hope they have nothing else. Maybe attack with the shark because they're gonna sweep. No, they wouldn't use a sweeper on just a Huntmaster. I'd be surprised if that was the case. Oh, a big memory deluge. Hopefully they use a little bit more mana. They got 4 right now, untapping Lotus Field, and the other thing will be 8. Darn, that darn Lotus Field. Here goes nothing. Good old T-Rex. Either we win this turn or we don't. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Well, we just didn't have Castle Garenbrig when we needed it. If you're not using the full playset, I would use the full playset. Definitely. Or you might just have a couple Carnage Tyrants. You might prefer a little bit of a lower curve that would really get dumpstered. Certainly by decks like that. It's a trade-off. Jack of all trades or master of none. Or jack of all trades, master of none. Or focusing. Yeah. Well, probably something painful. You know what? I'm going to give it a go. We got 2 lands. 2 chances to get the 3rd land for the big stuff. The good stuff. Back-to-back Azorius control. Ouch. You gotta be... Well, I wouldn't say kidding, but it's been a long time since I've faced Azorius control back-to-back. Darn. Oh, she lived. Back-to-back Azorius Lotus Field. Huh. It's been a wacky night so far. My goodness. Darn. Pesky. So, okay, we got another Gwenna. We'll do it. We'll do it. I like it. Also a good thing to use 4 copies because she elevates everything. Hopefully she sticks around. Not another soul partition. Good. They only and another land. All right. This could kill him almost if we do it right. Do they have a counter spell? We're about to find out. It may just be burnt on this, which could be good. All right. I like it. Beautiful. We got 4. Xenagos 1, 2, 3. Just trying to make sure we can do Ghalta. Yeah. Either way, we have just enough. Yeah. 4, 5. Ghalta's 3. Cross your fingers. No counterspell. No counterspell. No Censor or Jawari Disruption. Ooh. Removal for 2 though on Ghalta, I think. boy, oh boy, oh boy, is that it? That's it. Oh, folks.
What is the one quality that you possess that makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business?
Ruthless aggression.
Oh. If that's not ruthless aggression, I don't know what is. There you go. We're probably not going to get that to happen again. We got very, well, maybe pretty fortunate. Man, that's how you do it. You just hit them with a 24-24 trample haste and a 5-6. Doesn't get much better than that. Man, that's so good. If Wayward Swordtooth was Topiary Stomper again, we would not have been able to do that. Would have tapped for 2. Gwenna wouldn't have untapped. We wouldn't have had 5 plus 4. Exactly enough with Gwenna plus 1 land left over to get Ghalta, and the Wayward's where it's at. I think Wayward has to be quite a bit better. It's at least definitely better than Topiary Stomper if you're doing Gwenna, big dinos, that sort of thing. But control. Keep it like that. We'll hope we go off in a similar fashion, but the opponent is wise to our damage, our dirty damage. I don't think it's going to happen a second time unless we get extremely fortunate. Hopefully they don't have a Lotus field, but man. Well, there's Castle Garenbrig, which I was talking about how important it is, although we don't have a source of red for Huntmaster. Keeping this hand might mean we're dead. Ah, okay, it got infinitely better. Beautiful stuff there. Let me think. Xenagos is lovely stuff, but that could be rough, especially as things get interrupted. Hopefully that doesn't happen. There's a decent chance we'll draw another copy of Xenagos somewhere down the line. Counterspell coming in hot for Huntmaster, maybe meaning Gwenna next turn is going to happen. Enter the battlefield. They saw Gwenna, so maybe they will keep their answer for her instead. Ooh, okay. Fortunate. Oh, cross your fingers. No counter, no removal. I don't expect that to be the case. Soul Partition. Oh, a Thespian staged copying irrigated farmland. Ooh, okay. Huh. Getting other sources of white for something. Okay. This is going to be painful. They're going to do a lot. Fortunately, they are tapped out, and this is going to be absolutely beneficial for us. What is the most beneficial way to do this? Well, certainly Wayward Swordtooth. Definitely. Shifting Ceratops as well. Sadly, we weren't able to go with Carnage Tyrant. I'll give Shifting Haste off of Gwenna's ability to use the mana for a creature's ability. A little bit more damage. 5 is better than 4 for sure. Ooh, no sweeper. I like this. I like this a lot. There could be discontinuity stopping whatever we cast next turn. Stopping Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. But if they don't have discontinuity, it's going to be very nice indeed. I'm going to try for Xenagos. We're going to see what happens. There's discontinuity. That's okay. Fully prepared. Probably better to have it burnt on Xenagos than Carnage Tyrant. Although we may have just lost at this point because they got 2 Lotus fields. Oof. Oh, okay. I know when to pack it in, that's for sure. A little bit rough in the land department. Alright, let's do something similar to that first game. Let's get them. Catch them off guard. I'll try it. Hey, we're going first. We got the 2-drop. A little bit awkward because we don't have something to accelerate out the turn afterwards. But it's definitely reasonable enough. Oh, okay. It got way better. I like it. I always love when that happens. Oh, we got Marauding, and then just as we get to turn 2, we get Huntmaster. Oh, even better. This could be very, very good. If we had another land, this would have been turn 3 Hasty Ghalta. If Tyrranax Rex was a land, man, I always hope to showcase that. Yeah, I gotta protect against counter spells that make me pay 1. Marauding and Wayward this turn for sure. Get tons of total power. Very good. Or we burn a counter spell on Wayward, which means Regisaur next turn would happen. But yeah, you can see right now Ghalta is 2 green. Wayward would have allowed us to play a second land for the turn, play Ghalta, hit him hard. Beautiful. It's not something that happens all the time, 100%, but it's certainly worth it. You don't completely rely on it, but it's not a bad thing. You must admit. Do we have them? They could be dead next turn, depending. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Folks, we got him. Oh, we got him. Good game. Ooh. The Queen reigns supreme. 16 exact, lethal, dead, done.
What is the one quality that you possess that makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business?
Ruthless aggression.
Oh, maybe I should use. I'll use Joe Rogan again. Maybe. Yeah, I couldn't resist. I think that called for using both of those clips. Perfect execution, as it always is. Ask yourself, do you want to see one copy, or do you want to have one copy of Ghalta in your list, or do you want to increase the chances of doing just that? Man. You're like, oh, maybe I'm safe. They only have Huntmaster and Marauding. I'm only going to be hit for 3 next turn. Marauding for 2 and Huntmaster for 1. I might be safe. Oh, yeah. I'm okay. I'm at 16 life. They're not going to take me from 16 to 0 in 1 turn. And they only have 3 lands, so what are they going to do? That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Enough said. A stunning example. Actually, how long have I been going for? I guess the control matchups take a little bit longer. Oh, not even an hour. Okay. Huh. Well, we'll certainly go with another match at least. Maybe take us to midnight. Midnight my time. Wow. I hit him so hard with that ruthless aggression. Maybe it woke some of you guys up that are sleeping, because that was lovely damage. I'm just happy that I got revenge against Azorius Lotus Field, and back-to-back too. That's what makes this even better, because it's live. Packs a punch. Well, this hand will not pack a punch. I hit the opponent so hard previously, the algorithm had to set me back a step. Okay. Can't really get worse than no lands. I guess no lands with the first mulligan, and you have to mulligan again and again and again. Send the costliest thing to the bottom. Good old T-Rex. Basically. Interesting. Are we facing off against Greasefang? I've faced Greasefang twice today as well. Interesting. 2 Greasefangs, 2 Selesnya Angels, 2 Azorius Lotus Fields. You never... Yeah, okay. Okay, the 3rd Greasefang. Is it getting a bit of a resurgence, I guess you could say. Hopefully that's not the case. Cross your fingers they don't have it next turn. We're not dead yet, but we certainly could be. No Greasy Rat. Okay, they got the Greaser. Turn 3, Parhelion 2. Not much you can do about that. Ouch. Now we won't be hitting them hard enough, especially with those 2 angel tokens. It is quite painful indeed. We can go Shifting Xenagos, which is something, but it's not enough. Nah, that's alright. That's alright. But if they hadn't done that, I'm pretty certain we would have got him. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually kind of thinking maybe Volcanic Salvo would be a little bit nice. Of course, Tranquil Throwback to exile the graveyard, but I've never exactly liked it against Greasefang. More with decks that just want to fill the graveyard and then maybe cast some spells later on. But with Greasefang and they see this, we exile the graveyard and then they fill the graveyard at instant speed or at various other times. So it's pretty hard. Pretty hard to get them, but I think I'll use it. Got to give ourselves at least a little bit of a chance here. Kind of like Ancient Imperiosaur. They're fairly light on the removal, Fatal Push, and maybe a couple other things. So I think we can get it. Let's do it. 1 Ghalta. Yeah. Okay. Fired up, ready to go. Do I want to risk it? That's the question. 2 chances, get that 3rd land. I think I will. Certainly could be worse. We could draw a Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor this coming turn. Reasonable chance. Oh, Fatal Push on Marauding. Unfortunately, not Fatal Push. Good stuff. I like it. I like it indeed. And no turn 1 Thoughtseize, you got to admit. Got that Grizzly Salvage coming down, sending Parhelion or Ezeka's Chariot to the graveyard. Never played against this deck in my life. Well, that's good. That's good. They got no hits. No hits. We're off to the races, folks. This is possibly it. If they do nothing, they're basically dead next turn. Oh, they got to just simply play a creature because... okay. Strap yourselves in. This is what it's all about. If you don't kill my stuff, I kill you. Smoke them. Ghalta for 2. And everything is hasty because Ghalta is free. Huh. Who would have thought? This is a pretty good way to do it. Dead. Oh, that's better than what Greasefang is doing. Watch out. Smoke them. I don't know about you. Kind of want to look at the battlefield. Marauding Raptor pinged 1, 2. Marauding Raptor was 10 power. Shifting 5, 15. Plus Ghalta is 12. 27. 30. Casually slapping down 30 damage on turn 4. All of it hasty. Well, that's alright. Now they know we've come to party. And I forgot to press the button. Man. I always forget to press the button. Well, either Greasefang does their thing or we hit them super hard. This hand, not so hard. We have 2 chances to get the source of red that I need for Marauding or Huntmaster. Certainly could be a lot worse, but I think it is definitely worth the risk though. There's that Thoughtseize. They don't want to see a repeat of the previous game. No sir. Oh, excuse me. No siree. What was I saying? There you go. Phew. 13. I think there's 13 sources of red. Oh, no Parhelion. No Esika's Chariot. Oh, okay. Esika's Chariot a little bit better than Parhelion. It's not a big flying vehicle. Plus 2 4/4 flying angels. It's never fun. Oh, they don't have Greasefang. Good. If they had Greasefang, they certainly would have played it. That darn temporary lockdown. Where's Gwenna when you need her? That's no Gwenna. Nuts. Would have been good. No Greasefang. Oh, okay. I like it. They will get Greasefang eventually. Can't stay away, potentially. Traverse the Ulvenwald to grab it. Nuts. Maybe the 5th land next turn. That would be alright. They do have to have a way to discard Esika's Chariot to get it back into the graveyard to play it again. Certainly there's a lot of ways to do that. But at the very least, we might not see Esika's next turn. Yeah, Marauding. Not the greatest thing I want to see. Ooh, ouch. Man, we just stumbled a little bit too much, sadly. But again, very odd. Multiple Greasefangs after not facing them, and Angels, and just variants, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes we don't do our thing. Sometimes the opponent doesn't do their thing. Sometimes they do their thing on turn 3 and we die. And, well, not exactly, but it does lock things up when they hit us for 5, 8, 12. No, 13. Ouch. Yeah. We can beat Lotus Field. We can beat Greasefang. Question is, do you want some specific hate to take something out that is very bad in a particular matchup? Something that does absolutely nothing for you, that replacing it with something from the sideboard is almost strictly better. I don't know. That's hard to say, because does taking out anything already hurt it in most matchups? Switch out Huntmaster for something more stable that also costs 2 mana, that ramps, at least gets ahead, potentially. Hey, that's better, definitely. Kind of want to keep Carnage Tyrant, but again, we don't know what they're on, so in case it's something super painful, would be nice to feature Volcanic Salvo, at least. Oh, is it back-to-back Greasefang? Whoa. What is going on? Was Greasefang performing pretty good in the tournament? I always wonder if we do, face something a little bit more often than is normal. Maybe that's the case. That's probably going to be it. Maybe it's just Golgari mid-range, perhaps. Of course, it is nice to play a Huntmaster. Hopefully they don't have... Good. They don't have another Fatal Push. I like it. We should be seeing our third land any point now. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Do I want a source of red? I need to make sure I have at least 2 sources of green. Can't play Gwenna. That's not good. Where's the other land? Just an unfortunate turn of events. Okay. Witherbloom Command. Greasefang once? Maybe it's not. We haven't seen a source of white yet. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to try for Gwenna. I'm going to hope that they are out of removal. I feel that's the case. Again, Gwenna does dodge Fatal Push, which is quite nice. I hope. Huh. Well, that's odd. I still think it was Greasefang. Especially because I see that Witherbloom Command. They just didn't see a source of white. Odd. Strange. But it does seem like there's stuff that involves the graveyard. If it is Greasefang, we'll bring in Tranquil Frill back. Trim that T-Rex. Bring an Ancient Imperiosaur. Make him soar. I'm going to trim Shifting. Yeah. Alrighty. Shifting just because I did see Fatal Push. If it is Greasefang, we didn't see Fatal Push, I believe, with the previous outing against Greasefang, and this one seeing Fatal Push. Shifting is not going to be long for this world. The opponent might not be long for this world this game if they don't have that turn 1 Thoughtseize. Even if they do, maybe we still get... Oh, so they don't have Thoughtseize. Good. Seems to be the case, at least. And we'll take the 2 from Stomping Grounds. Probably a little bit better down the line as things go. And we do have to have a forest eventually for Castle Garenbrig to enter untapped. Cross the fingers, cross the fingers, cross the fingers. No removal, no... Oh, they got something. That's okay. That's okay. That was heartless and cruel. Sheoldred. Okay, Golgari mid-range-ish. Gotta be. Well, maybe Marauding sticks around. That would be good. Definitely. Does not. Ouch. Nuts. Oh, certainly not blocking, that's for sure. What piece of removal? Okay. Well, we've seen 2 Fatal Pushes and a Heartless Act. Let's just hope they don't have much more. Yeah, that's not going to do it. No. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay, lots of painful things. Ancient Imperiosaur, pretty easy to kill. I'm going to go with the safer Tyrranax Rex. Keep it with one Imperiosaur. Yeah. Maybe could have trimmed, I should say, Tranquil Frill back, because this is not Greasefang. Nope, that's not going to do it. Okay, much better. You know what, I'm still going to send T-Rex to the bottom. You saw how much removal they have, we could get quite interrupted. Tyrranax Rex certainly has a good chance of just sitting there, sadly. Oh, no Fatal Push. That is a welcome thing. Bloodchief's Thirst, though. So we got Bloodchief's Thirst, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, all those painful things. I won't play Tranquil Throwback just because it's not going to do much for us. Yes, Golgari mid-range it is. Ouch. Yeah, at the very least we get to play this now instead and gain 4 life, save ourselves a wee bit. Maybe draw out some removal onto Throwback. Okay. Eliminate. My goodness. It's probably all removal. The only creatures they have are Glissa, Sunslayer, and Sheoldred. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I think Marauding Raptor is guaranteed to be dead. If they kill it, might just pack it in. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not upset. There's no point in continuing. They certainly have overloads of removal. I guess it can work out. All you have to do is stick a couple creatures and you get to keep hitting because you just keep killing. And the field is pretty clear. Tends to be when it's all of that stuff. Yikes. Not much you can do. Protecting one creature one time, either with hexproof or indestructible, isn't really going to do much. Potentially, if maybe it comes around to their turn, they use some removal for 2 or 3, they tap out. Almost. You save them. That creature might just have to survive one single turn. And then you can pop off. It might be Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. You protect her. Boom. Comes around to your turn and then you get to tap and untap, tap and untap. As we've done a few times tonight. Mono Blue Spirits. Interesting. We are starting off with Shifting Ceratops. But you want to go first. Hopefully no Curious Obsession. We're curiously dead. Because there's Curious Obsession. Geistlight, Snare. I hope not. Geistlight Snare currently is costing 1. There it is. There it is. That was not happening. Too far gone. Maybe if I had something for 3, but I played that matchup enough. Maybe Tranquil Throwback could be nice. Tranquil Throwback instead of Ghalta. Let's do it. Get a little bit of, at the very least, Enchantment Destruction. Take out Curious Obsession, although it is not a whole lot. Kind of nice to slow down their card advantage, I must say. I'll try it. I mean, certainly we have an uphill battle. We got to take them down twice in a row. And one of those times they will be playing first. If we can stick Gwenna, it's going to be very good. Again, nuts. Alright, we're crossing our fingers. No counterspell. Maybe they only have 1 land. Stay with 1 land. You can do it. You can do. Oh, okay. Phew, it wasn't a counterspell. They played something for 1. I almost did it prematurely. I like it. We're looking good. Not super good. I would imagine they have a counterspell at this point. That's actually much better. Okay, what do we want to get the counterspell used on? Certainly Wayward Swordtooth, I think, makes the most sense. Effectively, Wayward costs 1 when we tap Gwenna in a land, so I think that's going to be our best bet. They might not use the counterspell on it, but I think they might. Oh, they don't. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. I'm tempted to go Xenagos. Actually, you know what? I want to go with Tranquil Throwback. I think that would draw out a counterspell. Okay, 2 things. No counterspell. I like it. I like it indeed. We gain 4 life. We take out Curious Obsession. That's going to be helpful. They might flash into... No, it doesn't matter. Hexproof does nothing. Slip out the back. Oh, slip out the back does save them. That seems like it might be the only thing they have. Huh. Alrighty. Well, we'll try for Xenagos. Good stuff. Could they kill us next turn? Basically. Now we have to have Tranquil Throwback held back for Faceless Haven. Faceless Haven being a 4/3. Hopefully Tranquil Throwback isn't dealt with. Oh, double slip out the back. I don't like it. Double Curious Obsession as well. That's not going to be pretty. Perhaps it's time to revisit you-know-what, Rending Volley. Especially with seeing Spirits now and Greasefang. Mono White Humans, of course, is a reasonable thing to expect. Oh, 10 permanents. Turn on Xenagos. Maximum aggression. Let's go. I don't think it's enough, but hey, it's worth a shot. It is lethal. It's more than 20, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that tends to do the trick. Does it? Yeah, it does. A valiant effort. At the very least, this is a positive thing. Rending Volley? It's time. Nah. Volcanic Salvo, we didn't really see, but hey, that happens. You can bring in a thing to showcase. You may not bring it in at all during the night. You might have more pain than positive, but that's all right. That's right. Always a good time. Always love doing this. I had a fantastic time. Hopefully you guys did as well. Watching right now, later on, whenever it is, wherever it is. See you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for fantastic, calm Dino action.
Peace. Have a good one.